What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here for another unboxing video. We're throwing it way back on this one, guys. This is from the archives of my collection. This is one of the first figures that I got. I did a trip after I decided to get into Marvel Legends down to Target in the US, and this guy was still on the shelf on clearance. Retail in the States is $19.99. You can see I didn't pay $19.99 for this guy, but why would you? Look at this too. This is like, really? That's really? I don't know. This is for the sake of completion. This is for the sake of getting the orb, even though I know the collector Grandmaster 2-pack has the orb. This guy was on clearance. I got him for dirt cheap. I'm just trying to 100% the MCU Marvel Legends figures. And that's part of the journey, is this guy. This guy. Oh, man. What the heck? Why is the figure different than the box art? I'll show you what I mean if I can get this thing out of here. Oh, yep, they used to put that little piece of paper to teach you how to put the Build-A-Figure together. What am I doing? This is what I want. Look at that. This was clearly shot with a prototype, because look at the waist. They wanted to split the coat and give him a skirt. See this line right here? Thankfully, they chose not to do that and instead gave him an actual jacket that will be removable like a vest. Oh, he's got the little backpack. Alright. You need this Starlord if you want the accessories. That's really what this one's all about. If you want to have as many of the Infinity Stones as you can get your hands on, you need to get this Starlord. It's just silver paint, maybe a wash, but that's it. That's the orb. Don't let it roll away. Look at this head sculpt. This is... What am I supposed to do with this? This is obviously pre-face print technology. Does he even have facial hair in the movie? Yeah, of course he does. He's not clean shaven. So we're not going to use that. We're going to stick with this head, which is fine. That's okay. Oh. They put him in the box with the weapon upside down. That's okay, though. The nice accessories on this one, though, that are a challenge to get a hold of any other way, is the Walkman and the headphones. These I do not want to lose, especially this little guy. Not much to it, but that's the plastic representation of the Walkman that Starlord uses to listen to his music. His Awesome Mix Volume 1. And there's the Groot Build-A-Figure arm. I won't be building the Build-A-Figure because I already have the Build-A-Figure, but there it is nonetheless. So I think the headphones are only supposed to go on this head sculpt. But they don't even fit. They don't even fit on the box art. The same problem. They don't go all the way down to touch his ears. Close, but no cigar. So instead, let's try this guy. This is from the Ego and Starlord 2-pack from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Oh, we're close. No, not enough slack. Not quite enough to get them to cover the ears. But this is so far the definitive Chris Pratt head sculpt that Hasbro has released from the Ego and Starlord 2-pack. Here is the other Guardians Starlord that we have so far, with the smirking face. Again, pre-face printing technology. How did we do with this one? Nope. Closer than the last one. The hair was getting in the way on the last one, but not quite there. Not quite there. And this one's frustrating because the hands don't let you put the blasters in them completely. But so we've got the Ravager coat. It's a new one. Well, I should say it's the old one. This one that's the newer figure has a newer coat. Did they reuse the feet? 2016, 2014. So this is 5 years old already. Only 5 years, and look how far we've come. Like leaps and bounds of improvements. So this, I'm trying to determine if anything's been reused. This one's got the rocket boots. The jackets are different. The arms, everything about the arms is different. The crotch is different. The belt is different. So after this figure, they did not go back to any of these pieces for this guy. This guy is all original. So this is a little piece of history. This guy is not... None of his parts are in the rotation anymore of things that Hasbro is going to use. Doesn't really hold his weapons all that well. They're kind of moving around quite a bit. I do like this backpack though. Messenger bag thing. I feel like I'd steal it for a different figure though. I don't know who else could use something like that, but wow, the articulation is even the like the sculpt. Look at this elbow. Old. They don't do it like this anymore. They do it better now. This is one of those figures I'm like, maybe they just want to forget that they even did this figure, because it's just weird. Like the old Walmart exclusive Avengers figures. I know they're re-releasing the Captain America for some reason. Who knows why, but you know, it's just interesting history and decisions of why did they do that, and why did they go with this choice, and why did they do this again? Weird. I'm very perplexed. This is a weird figure. And if you go back to the box to look at the wave too, that Drax, that Rocket, and that Gamora, they're all fairly underwhelming. I didn't even bother bringing them over because I didn't want to take them off the shelf because they're deep in the back of the shelf, because that's how underwhelming they are. So I didn't even bother to bring them out. Oh, yikes. Okay, don't do that. The ab crunch is crunchy. Very, very crunchy. Alright, let's do one final comparison. No extra hands, so really there's no way for him to hold the orb. He wants it. This is the scene of the movie where he goes to get it, but this Starlord can't actually get his hands on it because his hands don't open up enough to do that. But there they are. 3 Starlords all in a row. You pick which one you like the best. I like the jacket on this one the best. I could swap it because you can't head swap. I did test that. I could probably swap this jacket over here and the scarf and stuff too, but there you go, guys. I think this is the one. This is the one to go for if you're doing any kind of photography around Infinity War Endgame. I think the one on the right is the one you want to see if you can't get your hands on, the Ego and Starlord 2-pack from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this review of this most unusual 5-year-old figure, please hit that subscribe button if you're new here. I appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with me to talk figures for a bit. Be excellent to each other, as always. We will see you next time. Peace.